Liverpool versus Tottenham, match day 13. Liverpool gets the 2-1 victory with the Firmino last second goal. Match of the season. It was hyped up. I think it did live up to the expectations. It was a good game. It was a good ending. There was chances for both teams to take the lead. I enjoyed it. I think it was good. I liked it. As expected, Liverpool was the aggressor. Liverpool were playing at home. They had possession most of the game. They really pinned back Tottenham. And as expected, also Mourinho had his team set up defensively. Reguilon didn't start. He put Davies on the left flank. You could tell he was going to try to get them in the counterattack. He was just trying to be solid in the back. And for the most part, it was working. Liverpool a little lucky on their first goal. Salah had a shot deflected off a Tottenham player, and then there was nothing Lloris could do. He just watched the ball. It ricocheted off the player, hit the post. Nothing Lloris could do. Liverpool took the 1-0 lead. And then I was curious to see how Tottenham was going to respond to that. If they were going to go attack more, or if they're still going to be content just sitting back. But we didn't really get to see what was going to happen. We didn't see how Tottenham was going to react, because just 7 minutes later, Sung Heung-min gets a shot. He breaks away. Clinical finisher. The only shot Tottenham had on target in the first half is a goal. So just 7 minutes after, Tottenham was able to get the tie. And then they were able to just stick to their tactic, just sit back and give Liverpool the ball and see if they could break him down. One of the highlights, or one of the real battles in this game, was Sadio Mane going up against Aurier. That was a great battle. Just seeing Mane and Aurier going at it on that right flank, on that left flank, whatever side you're looking at it. That was a matchup. Two strong players. It was a battle the whole game. That one was really interesting. And Højbjerg against Henderson in the midfield, or Wijnaldum. That was also really entertaining, seeing how they were battling it out. Who could control the midfield? I think Tottenham, they're gonna be upset with this 2-1 victory. Like I said, last minute goal by Firmino in the 90th minute. It looked like Tottenham was gonna be able to walk out of Anfield with a tie. They were gonna keep that top spot in the table, and I think they would have been content with that, keeping the top spot and go by virtue of goal differential, not losing to Liverpool at Anfield. I think Mourinho would have taken that. I think Tottenham players would have taken that. Not a bad result, but they allow Firmino to score in the 90th minute, and Liverpool take the lead. They take top of the table. I think they do deserve it. They were, like I said, they were the most aggressive team. They were the team that was looking for the win the most. But Tottenham did have chances. There was two chances in particular. Bergwijn, he had a one-on-one against Alisson. Honestly, Bergwijn, you should have scored that. If I'm being honest, it hit the post and it went out. But those are the chances that if you're Tottenham, you have to finish. Like I said, they're sitting back. They're not getting that many chances throughout the game. The few chances that you have to finish them. And that's what Son did, clinical finisher. But they were unlucky that one of the clear chances of the game fell to Bergwijn, and he's not the clinical finisher that Son is. So, there was nothing wrong with his decision making or the way he tried to finish that opportunity. He opened his hips. He tried to go on the right side, curve the ball around Alisson, but unfortunately didn't get enough curve. Hits the post and it goes out. That one is one that Tottenham's gonna look at, and that could have changed the game. They would have been up 2-1 at that point. They would have forced Liverpool to send more players up top. Liverpool would have gone more desperate. It could have opened the game up. They could have gone for a third. It would have just changed the whole game, the flow of the game, how they're defending, how Liverpool's attacking. Liverpool, I believe they made no subs, or they made one sub at the end, like in the 90th minute. But we would have definitely seen some subs before the 90 minutes if Bergwijn is able to finish that chance. And then right after that, Tottenham got a corner kick, and the ball fell wide open to Kane, and he spiked it too hard, and it bounced over the goal. And I think he even spiked it wrong too, because I believe it went to the right side. It wasn't even on goal. It didn't bounce over the goal. It bounced kind of to the side. But Kane, I know Kane's gonna be upset about that once he looks at the tape, once he looks at the chance. Even right after he knew that he had missed a wide open opportunity. I believe Henderson was on him. He was able to break free away from him, use his strength, find space in the box, wide open, about 6 meters away from the goal, maybe a little more, maybe 8 meters away from the goal. But you expect Kane to finish chances like that, and he didn't. missed opportunity. And then after those two chances, Tottenham didn't really have any more chances. So those were the chances that Tottenham was waiting for. That was basically the game plan. I'm pretty sure that was what Mourinho was saying. We're gonna get 3 or 4 chances, and we got to finish at least half of them. And unfortunately for them, they were only able to finish one, which was Son. And Firmino was able to break free in the corner kick at the end of the game to get the win. Big game. Some teams on the top dropped points. I know City dropped points yesterday with another tie, so that's another team that's gonna be fighting for the at the end. Leicester City lost, so they dropped points. Everton is coming back a little bit, but Chelsea lost. Man City tied. Manchester United still plays. So overall, I think it's a really good result for Liverpool. Not only do they go top of the table, they beat Tottenham, but the other contenders, the teams you think of that might be there at the end of the season, Leicester, Chelsea lost, and Man City tied. So good result for Liverpool. Tottenham, now you're 3 points behind in the table. You're playing from behind. We'll see how far they could go. Dele Ali was able to come on as a substitute for the second straight game. So we'll see if he's able to work himself back into the first team, or at least get more minutes. He usually comes on just for like the last. He gets like 10 minutes tops, but before he wasn't even cracking the 18. So I do like Dele Alli. I want to see how he does. I want to see him work himself back into the starting 11. I think that would be good for Tottenham. And then we'll see when Bell makes the 18 if he ever gets playing time. But good result for Liverpool. Even with all these injuries, one of the decisions for Klopp was who he was going to start at the center back position. Matip got hurt last weekend, so it was a big decision if he was going to put Henderson at the center back position, but he went with Williams, making his Premier League debut, and he played pretty solid. I think the chances were coming on that side, but overall he had a clean game. Fabinho had a great game. A lot of players in Liverpool look lively. Maybe Salah could have been a little more clinical, but he got the first goal. Firmino finally got on the scoring sheet. He's been struggling. Mane has been struggling as of late to score goals, but he was dangerous the whole game. He had a whole battle with Aurier. So just overall solid performance by Liverpool. And Tottenham, we'll see if they're able to just continue playing this type of way, or if this loss maybe causes them to be more attacking, kind of try to go get the lead more often. But we'll see. Great game. I enjoyed it. Matchday 13. Liverpool is now top of the table.